Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome into the channel. I'm of course your host, Droodles, Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be playing in this Tier 10 American auto-loading heavy, the M-VI-Yoh. Now this vehicle is very unique in a lot of ways. Not only does it have one of the coolest auto-loading guns, if you're running the 2-shot, the capability of dumping out 900 damage in a matter of, 1.7 seconds, but as well, this tank has another very cool trick behind its back. And that is, as you can see here, both of the tracks are destroyed on this tank. A TVP-5051 is spamming HE shells at my tracks. Both of them are completely destroyed. Yet, if I put on my reverse gear, yep, that is right, this tank can still go in reverse. Pretty crazy. It has a second track that is placed on the back, sort of like another running gear, and the tank can back up even if it has been fully tracked. Now that is something that is incredibly cool, and only the Tier 9 and 10 on this line have this ability. I wonder why the Tier 8 doesn't get it. But you might not think, well, you only reverse at 5 kilometers per hour. It's not going to make that much of a difference. However, the ability to reverse your tank when your tracks have been destroyed is pretty crazy because, let's say there's an autoloader like a TVP shooting at you. Well, you literally have the ability to back up before the tank has the opportunity to shoot you. So you might get shot once or twice, but the other 2 shells from the TVP, you might be able to get behind a corner before he's able to get those rest of the shells out, which, when you think about it, is pretty crazy. So here we are in the M-VI-Yoh. Now I doubt we're actually going to be able to test the tracks to work because I'm running 2 repair kits, so it's pretty hard to do that anyway, but I guess we'll talk about the Yoh, what's good, what's bad. Now you'll notice I do like running the 2-shot. The 3-shot is great, don't get me wrong. I remember when I first started talking about this tank and saying that the 3-shot was actually a more viable option, and yes, as you could tell in comp, it is a very, very popular choice. However, for me, I do like the 2-shot just because you have the ability to ruin somebody's game a lot quicker and not get punished yourself. So, you know, if somebody pulls around this corner, bam, bam, thank you, and that's 900 hit points. Where the 3-shot, you actually got to aim it a little bit more, make sure your shot's pen. So let's see, we got the M-VI-Yohs off to the side over here. They are in, actually they're not in platoon, but they are pushing extremely aggressive. We got the standard B, we got the FE-Tuned 5B183, and obviously I'm going to shoot at the 183. So there's 434 damage, and there you go. That is 847 damage. Unfortunately, our 60 TP did not realize that he's driving a 60 TP, so he didn't really aim. But that's one of the downsides of that vehicle, is that if you don't aim in a 60 TP, you will miss most of your shells. So we're going to sit here, we're going to reload our clip, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are ready to get our shells out. So if anybody tries crossing this area, let's say the 57 Heavy pokes out, or there you go, there's an M-VI-Yoh, for example. This guy pokes. Well, we didn't get the second shell out, but because he's actually running the 3-shot gun and I'm running the 2-shot, I was able to get a massive dump of damage into his vehicle. Now this Foch has put himself in a terrible crossfire. He's getting shot at by the STB from the rear, and yeah, not really what you want. So we're going to reload here. We're going to see 3, 2, 1, and we are all good. If this STB pokes again, we're going to completely clip the living daylights out of that poor guy. We got the M-VI-Yohs over here, so I got to be careful. I mean, I want to make sure that the STB does not have shells into me, and I also got to make sure, I'm actually going to back up. Right now, this is not a great scenario for me, because I'm kind of just helping the Foch not die who's at 3 health, which is not really great. So I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to see if I can come up behind these guys, maybe clear the 57 Heavy. I know that the 183 is dead, which is great. Means I don't need to worry about him anymore, and we might spot somebody off to the side here. But yeah, ooh, we got a Waffenträger. That is a very, very deadly tank. There's 1 shell, and there is 2 shells. 902 hit points taken off of that player, and he's dead. I mean, that was just a full health tank destroyer, and he's now dead. Report. That's amazing. Oh my god. I love how people just get angry at this thing. So we've already done pretty decent here. I mean, our Kampfpanzer is pushing mighty aggressive, but even with the Kampfpanzer pushing aggressive, hopefully our team is going to be able to do some nice things. We got the standard B, there's 479, and there you go, 905. Our 57 Heavy doesn't know what reloading his clip is, so he just YOLO'd in for no reason, and now he's going to die. Good job, T57 Heavy. You're really showing him who's boss. Good news is that while we're going to lose this game, I'll probably get a decent chunk of damage out. God, that 57 was awful. But yeah, let's reload our clip. Here we go, and we are all ready to dump out into the enemy once again. So we got to go over here. There's 1 bounce, but thankfully, we have a second shell, and there's 375 hit points taken off into his tank. Our Waffenträger is taken out, and with that, yeah, this team, I mean, we're not going to talk about my team. They're pretty bad. But good news is that, at least while the team did fall apart, we probably did around 4,000 damage. So let's reload here again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and, what do I want to do? Well, in this scenario, I mean, there's not much I really can do. We've got an STB over here. We've got, yeah, let's just get some shells. There's one shell into the STB. And, if this Yo pushes me, there's not much I'm going to be able to do about that. And he's just kind of chilling there. So we've also got the standard B over here. There's at least one nice shell into the standard B. And, again, I'm going to try and reload my clip. While I may not have the 3 shell, which does give me that extra DPM, the good news is that I am going to be able to not back up. Never mind. We are getting clipped by that other Yo. I did not think he was going to be able to get up there quick enough. But, yeah, that's just one of the downsides when you have a bad team, is getting a defeat. But with that defeat, we still did 4,407 damage, which is double the next highest damage on our team. Our 57 heavy, who is actually now in a decent clan, I've realized, didn't realize how to reload his clip. I don't even know what to say. Shame on him. Either way, let's load into another battle and see if we can do a better job. But you did clearly see where the 2-shot is amazing on this tank. The ability that I did there when I completely demolished half of that 183's health, when I clipped that Waffenträger, if I was running the 3-shot, I would not have been able to get out even probably my second shell on that waffle. But because I have a second faster intra-clip with the 2-shot, it does give you advantages here and there. Even in comp, there are scenarios where somebody makes a mistake, they poke, bam, 2 shots into that guy before he can even react. So here we are in a second battle, and we're up against a Progetto. We got a Sheridan, 57 heavy. They got quite a bit of strong players. They got a Chaos player, they got an MM, so I got to be a little cautious here. But for the most part, hopefully I should be able to do my job. We got our Skoda. I'm going to push, obviously, to the medium side, because that's what you want to do on this map. And hopefully my IS-7 does go this way as well. We're going to find out, I guess, right? I mean, my Super Conk looks like he's missing a lot of brain cells right now, but I am just going to drive. I'm not even going to worry about my team. Oh god, Super Conk, what are you doing? What are you doing? Either way, speed is of the essence. Now, the Yo is not the fastest of tanks. It goes 35 kilometers per hour, but one nice thing about it is it does have a very, very nice power-to-weight ratio, which does give it the ability to get up to speed fairly quickly. Now, they do have a 57 heavy, which is the only tank that really scares me in a Yo, because it does have an incredibly strong intra-clip. So, we're going to drive this way. It looks like that T92 is just YOLOing in, and my T92 is managing to lose 1,200 health already. Good job, dude. But, let's see. Yep, there went... How do you die that quickly? I don't even get how that's possible. Either way, I don't even know what to say. These guys are all stuck in spawn. They're going to be spotted. Wow, I love Blitz, guys. I really love playing this game. They're just going to be killed. Well, I'm going to push up. I'm not going to waste my time dealing with what is a bunch of... I don't even want to say it. I'm just going to chill here. We're just going to wait. There you go. T92 thankfully died. We've got the 57 heavy off to the side, who we managed to bounce the roof of the turret on. But if he continues driving this way, which it looks like he is, okay, that shell... Oh! I did not realize that was an unbreakable object. I thought that was one of the barriers that breaks. I was like, what? Yeah, no, that was my fault. Well, that's a bit of a rip. Now, we did lose about 280 health there. That would be the T62A sitting somewhere in the back lines. But right now, we're actually in a decent position. Thankfully, while our T92 did die, theirs died in the process. And while my Super Conqueror may not be very useful, at least he's doing something where he is currently positioned. So we got the 62A over there. They also have, they got quite a deadly lineup. They got the, well, that was actually the Progetto that I think managed to hit me. But yeah, I'm going to push up. We're going to keep going. We're going to see if I can get some shells maybe out into vehicles like the 62A. We do have the 57 heavy over here. But yeah, I'm going to keep driving up because it looks like the two decent players in the enemy team are over here dealing with what would be my Super Conk. And yeah, maybe I can support these guys. So here we go. Speed is key. That 57 lost a pretty decent chunk already from the Super Conqueror. And it looks like he's just getting slapped and slapped and slapped. I think the 62A was stuck right at this rock. So, yeah, beautiful. So if I can get my tank right over here, we might just be able to get some shells out. We got the Kampf Panzer off to the side. So here we go. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. I saw something break right here. Yeah, we got the Conway right off to the side. So let's see if I can maybe... Ooh, I don't really know, though. There's a Sheridan over here. Oh, my God. You gotta be kidding me. Well, at least we got one shell out, but... Oh, we're good. We are good. Oh, man. I was really angry that first shell missed the Sheridan. I mean, thankfully, we got the second shell out, which is all good. But, yeah, that's mildly infuriating that we did miss that first shell. This game has been quite uneventful for the first part of this battle. But we're going to reload again. We're going to see if we can maybe finish off the... Actually, yeah, we'll finish off the Conway. It never hurts, so goodbye, comrade. Duh. So that guy's taken out. There's nobody over here, so I'm going to reload my clip once again. Now, my Object 704 is in a bit of trouble. He's being shot at by the 62A, the Progetto's over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pushing aggressive once again. I need to be able to start clipping the enemy team, because if we don't, we're going to be in a world of trouble. My Skoda really not doing much right now, so I need to push up here. Here we go. Speed is key. Let me go. Come on, Super Conk. Let's go, guys. We need to push. Let's go. Alright, so the Sheridan's off to the side. We got the Kampfpanzer here. There's 400, and there is 1,027 damage. And again, I just backed up. That was literally half of that Kampfpanzer, and I'm fine. I mean, that is what this tank just does a good job at. So 10 more seconds left. We'll have our clip loaded once again. So here we go. 7, 6, 5. It is a long clip reload. It is a very long clip reload. But thankfully, once you do get it loaded in, it's pretty easy to just dump out into the enemy. So we got that Kampfpanzer. We also have the 57 Heavy over here. So there's one shell that managed to bounce, and there is a second shell. But in this amount of time, my Super Conqueror is not looking at anybody in front of him, and wow, this is just another loss. Well, welcome to Blitz, ladies and gentlemen. Today has just been loss after loss after loss, and I can't really blame M-VI-Yoh at all. I mean, I've tried to do my best, but when you have a team like this, what do you expect, right? So here we go. Let's finish off the 57 Heavy. There you go, and let's get a nice tap into the Kampfpanzer, but apart from that, I mean, it's a 1 versus 4. So we did 3,000 damage again. We did our job by quite a bit. And I can say in this battle that the 3-shot would have definitely helped me out better. I mean, we still did fine, but yes, definitely the DPM would have helped me with the 3-shot gun. Because you saw here, at least in this scenario, I couldn't finish off the Kampfpanzer. We bounced one of those shells on the 57 Heavy, which we needed to penetrate. So, was a bit of a downside, but this is just Blitz. I mean, when you have a team where your T92 does 0, you have a 183 that does 0, you have a Super Conk that camps at the back and doesn't even know what driving is, I mean, yeah, 40% with 400 average damage, I mean, oh boy. Well, this is Blitz for you. Every time I play, just seems like I'm going to lose. I mean, today has just been defeat after defeat after defeat. Well, these are the training rooms, so that doesn't really help much. I mean, you can see just how bad today's battles have been. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, but I'm going to be honest, today has been quite infuriating when it comes to teams. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, just thought I would talk about the Yoh, why it's such a strong tank, and as well, what its really cool mechanic is. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!